Hey, what's
Yeah.
up? I'm Basil Barrington, and I am back with another video about the Alpha Theta acquisition of Serato. I wanted to speak to a DJ. I have DJ Keo here. What's going on, DJ Keo?
What's up, man? Thanks for having me again.
Of course, this is my partner in crime. We do the Behind the Groove podcast where we review sci-fi and all types of movies and stuff. You can go check us out on the Behind the Groove
Yeah.
podcast, on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and on YouTube, Behind the Groove podcast. Let's get
Mhm.
into this entire acquisition because I think that you did a video about it. I did a video about it. I think
Mhm.
there is just so much more that's about to pop off. What do you think?
Yeah, I've been reading the comments under my video. It's like there's like 250 comments right now and climbing. And people got conspiracy theories. People got they're angry in
Conspiracy
there.
theories,
People are
really?
cheering. Yeah, everything is across the board. Everything you can think of. So some people are just super angry. They're upset. They feel like they're like let down. Other people are like laughing because they're a team record box pioneer, so they don't
Hmm.
care on their end. Everything's gonna be good for them. But yeah, it's fascinating to see the landscape, man.
Hmm.
It's very fascinating. But
The
okay, so we were talking about this offline. Like, how do you think things are going to change right now after this acquisition?
I don't think we're not done with this, right? I mean, the
Yes,
acquisition is
I
done.
agree.
The
I agree.
acquisition is done, right? It's ludicrous to think that one company will sell two different types of software. That's ludicrous. I mean, just think
Absolutely.
about that. That's
Oh my
ludicrous.
god, it's so ridiculous. I
Yeah,
argue with people over this. Like, that's insane. Who would
that's
do
not
that?
happening.
No.
And when you think about like Pioneer, and then you
Hmm.
also think about M music brands, let's just say Denon, because we know they
Hmm.
have Newmark, but let's just talk about Denon. Right now, those are the two big boy players right now. There is a sleeper, and I
Hmm.
want to get to that later, but there is a sleeper. But when it comes
Hmm.
to like the battle between, and I call that a battle, the battle between Pioneer DJ and Denon
Hmm.
DJ, things are
Yeah.
about to heat up. I don't care what anyone says. Serato is dunzo. Forget about it. What do you think?
Yeah. Because Serato's the pawn in all this.
Yeah.
So if you think about it, right? So I was having an argument with this guy in my comment section about it, and he was saying like, "This is like Toyota buying Lexus," and I was like, "No. There's two different types of companies. One's a
Mhm.
luxury brand, the other one's an everyday car, like
Right.
sedans or whatever. This is doesn't analogy doesn't make sense. It will be like Toyota buying Hyundai or Honda."
Yeah.
And that's stupid on Toyota's part. They would want to get rid of Honda and be like, "We're
Yeah.
gonna sell. You're gonna buy all my cars.
Hmm.
Forget Honda. Honda don't exist anymore." If you have like a brand that's a higher end thing that doesn't compete, doesn't eat your market share,
Yeah.
you buying them up is fine. But they're the same thing. They're literally the same thing. Compete for the same market.
It's the
They
same
what
thing.
you made Record Box to defeat Serato, and then you bought Serato. Why would you keep Serato?
Right,
It doesn't
because
make any sense.
because Serato, like when Serato, there was a point when Serato was out and Rekordbox didn't even exist, right?
Yes, that's the
Uh,
whole point. You created Record Box to defeat Serato, and now that you
exactly.
own Serato, why would you keep it?
Right. And you know what? That's actually a very good point because you know what? Pioneer DJ kind of
Mhm.
owned Serato because they were the ones creating the hardware for them. You see what happens when you don't
Yes,
have any
that's also
hardware?
true.
Yeah.
That is also true.
You
And I
see what
keep making
happens?
this
Yeah.
argument, and people are like, but it doesn't matter because there's a lot of other like, no. Serato does not make any gear. They're completely dependent on other companies to come up with something good that makes you want to use this software.
Right,
That's
right,
the
right.
only way this works. Pioneer has to come up with a dope controller that you're like, I need Serato. It's
Yeah.
not the other way around. No one's
Mhm.
buying the Pioneer gear because Serato's there. Like Serato is the latch on to this thing. That's the way
Yeah.
you got to look at it. Like it's the
Mhm.
tag. It's the younger uncle brother. It's the younger brother. It's got to tag along with you. You're really getting the Pioneer gear though. That's what you're getting.
I'm going to give a very basic analogy here, right? It's
Hmm.
almost like Intel and Apple's M1 chip or M chip, right?
Yes,
Apple created
yes.
their own chip because they were like, well, you know what? I just don't want to have to pay all this money to Intel.
Mhm.
So they made
And
their
they could
own
make a
chips.
better chip.
Right. And then once they figured out this is how our chips work, this is how they're going to work across the board. Now
Mhm.
every Apple product, brand new, does not have an Intel
Mhm.
chip. You can buy old Apple Intel chip products, but you're not
Yeah.
buying anything new with the Intel chip. Intel is done. Why would Apple continually create and build new products with Intel when they have their own chip? They'd be cannibalizing themselves, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, you got to get the emotions out of this too. A lot of people
It's
are just so
pure
emotional. It's just
emotions.
like, dude, listen, it's just the software. You don't own it. That's just the way the market is. That's just business. You got to get rid of your competitors. You just have
Yeah,
to.
but here's the problem, and I understand these guys' frustration with this because your future is dim. You're uncertain about your future, but your gear will not stop working. Your software is not going to stop running. Like everything still works as is.
Hmm.
You're just stuck in this moment in time,
Yeah.
and it kind of sucks that your future isn't clear. But your software didn't stop working tomorrow. Like that's not what's going to happen here.
Right.
So I get the frustration with it, but you realistically, the writing was on the wall. You and I have been talking about this for
Hmm.
a year.
Yep.
This is coming in some capacity. I
you
made
know.
videos for 4 years straight
Right.
saying this
Like.
was coming.
Yep.
Like, so there is not a surprise that people were paying attention. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not really that big of a surprise but it is what it is at this point. I'm shocked at the amount of outrage and fire that's coming out of this. I'm surprised by that.
So if you talk about the DJ software industry, and I'm not gonna get into like
Mhm.
cross or mixed vibes and all that other stuff. The six DJ softwares, or maybe five, the six DJ softwares are Recordbox,
Mhm.
Serato, Tractor, Engine, DJ Pro AI, and Virtual DJ. So we
Mhm.
know that now it's going to be five because Serato isn't going to be here, right?
Yep.
Tractor, which is owned by Native Instruments, they have their own hardware. So does Engine
Mhm.
DJ. DJ Pro AI does not. Virtual DJ. I mean, I don't know what's going on with Virtual DJ, man. They're just over there like sleep at the wheel. It's just like, what's
Those
going
guys are
on with them?
passionate, man. You can't talk about them.
Yeah, but you know what? I always say this about programmers, right? I always say this about
Mhm.
some software. Sometimes the coder, the programmer, just goes too far. Like, hey,
Mhm.
let's do this. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And the next thing you know, you have this software like Virtual DJ with all of these features that you don't need. Why am I
It's
trying to
kitchen
connect to like
sink.
500 controllers? That's ridiculous.
Yeah, this kitchen sink over
Yeah,
there. Like
it's
it's like
not going
just
to
because you
work.
can, should you?
Let me ask you this.
Mhm.
Do you think, because again, we have the ones that don't have the softwares that don't have hardware are Virtual DJ and
Mhm.
DJ Pro AI app. I'm not going to say Serato because they were just bought by Alpha Theta,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, they're pioneer now. Yeah.
Yeah, they're pioneer now, right? What do you think's going to happen to like DJ Pro AI and also Virtual DJ? Again, no hardware, just software.
Because DJ Pro isn't that with Apple? Like they're the ones that they're running it, or which one is that?
Well, no, DJ Pro AI app, that's the algorithm app. It's native.
Oh, algorithm.
Yeah, it
Yes.
runs
Okay.
native on Apple.
It runs native on Apple.
Right, uh-huh.
Okay, so they're in the virtual DJ position because like they don't have their own gear and
Hmm.
they're dependent on all these others, and they're dependent on smaller companies to kind of bundle it or promote it for them because they're
Right.
not really working with the big boys. They're it's compatible with the big boys, but they're not really pushing it over there. It's more of a I look at virtual DJI as more of like a hobbyist software,
Hmm.
like you're interesting. This is the funny part. It is super powerful
It's
and
super
efficient and
powerful,
runs
man.
great.
Yeah, it
It
really
runs
is.
great.
Yeah.
But DJs are sheep. They look at it kind of like, well, we're the big boys using.
Yeah.
They're using Serato, using Pioneer,
Right.
using Record Box. Then all
Hmm.
right, this is what I need to get. So I have a friend who's a professional DJ and he uses it, and he was showing me like how powerful it was. I was like, damn,
Super powerful,
just
man.
check this out. That
And
was
it's
before I had a
stable.
Mac though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's stable, but that was before I got my MacBook. But I was like, yo, this is kind of dope.
Yeah.
I dig it. And the thing is too, the one thing I like about it is like it looks better. Like visually, it looks really good.
Yeah.
Virtual DJ looks like dog shit.
It's
I'm
man,
sorry.
virtual DJ
It's
is just
awful.
the again, the programmers made it too complicated. It's just we don't need that. DJs, there are a few things we do. There are a few things we need.
Mhm,
That's it,
mhm,
right? So if you have virtual DJ with no hardware, algorithms, DJ Pro AI app with no hardware, right?
mhm.
So they're kind of depending, like you said, on hardware companies. So do you think those
Yeah.
companies are like maybe on a chopping block as well?
Well, virtual DJ because the way they design it, it's like a weed almost. Like it attaches to anything and works with anything and it just grows somewhere. I think virtual DJ is probably fine, and the community is strong too. Like community is really strong, even
Mhm.
though they present themselves as bigger than they are.
Yeah, no, they're
But as
not.
far as we don't count people in the bedroom, like you guys don't matter.
Yeah.
The people who are professional DJs, those are the people who matter, and they're all in Serato or Record Box.
Right.
Professional
Hmm.
DJs, they're
Hmm.
they're the bulk of the market. I would say in a strong 80 to 90% of the market is professional DJs. Those people have that gear. That's who everything's built for. That's who it's all marketed for. So as far as like I hate to come down on virtual DJ people like that, but like you guys are hobbyists. Like there's very few people that use virtual DJ that are professional DJs. Very few.
Yeah.
So you guys don't really focus on you like they matter. So you're like in the corner somewhere doing your own thing.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. And it's not like a
Hmm.
diss, but I'm just saying you guys are in the corner. This is really when it comes down to Serato and Record Box. Tractor doesn't even matter
Excuse me.
the market share it has.
Yeah.
But
Y-
Denon does matter as far as hardware goes because they're a power player. They're a big
Denon has
company.
the hardware, and
Yeah,
they
they're
also
higher
have
higher up company, higher end.
right. They have the higher end software. Do you think that there is going to be a really big consolidation in the DJ industry with like the softwares and the hardwares and everything else?
I do think so in some capacity. Maybe I don't know if they're gonna buy up everybody. Maybe get down to 3 companies in total. I don't know,
Hmm.
but I do think that they're like because here's the thing with the hedge funds, and we're about to go in recession, or we're in a recession right now. Those guys are trying to liquidate their assets and kind of move money around. So if this thing is not making money for them, they're in because DJs in their head think they're a $1 trillion industry, and they're not.
They're not.
They did
No.
not spend that much money on Serato. Serato was dirt cheap to
Yeah,
buy.
it
It
really
cost them
was.
nothing.
Hmm.
So, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, when you're dealing with the world of IBM and Disney and Apple, a
It's
DJ software
small.
is
It's
pennies.
small.
It
That's what
is
I keep trying to tell
pennies.
people. It's small. This is
We don't matter.
yeah, that dude, that's exactly what I said. I'm like, listen, like on a Wall Street level,
Mhm.
this is not even nothing. This is a
Don't
nothing
even
burger.
a
Nothing.
drop in a bucket.
People
This
aren't
is
even talking about
somebody
this.
pulled this like Warren Buffett pulled this out of like you know what I'm saying like he pulled the money out of his couch to buy
Right.
Serato. That's what kind of money Serato costs.
Like, oh,
And the same
wait a
thing with
minute.
Record Box,
Hey, I
whatever.
could buy
Like
you. Exactly.
yeah, it's pennies.
Hmm.
Like, oh, I got here's a $300 million fell out of my shoe. Like this is the level for investment, hedge funds, and all this other stuff. This doesn't matter. These guys buy these companies because they like music, and it's
Yeah.
kind of like a fun thing for them, rather than we are really trying to print money and make money out of this and flip something. So
Hmm.
that's the way you got to look at it. And Serato people are all in their feelings about this entire process. I'm like, it doesn't. We are as far as entertainment goes we are at the bottom of the barrel
No
as
one
far as when it comes
cares.
to money.
No one
Nobody
cares.
cares. We're so
No one.
small that record companies don't even care. That's the thing about it, right?
You know
That's
what I'm
how
saying?
little DJs matter. Record
Hmm.
companies don't even care about us.
I think the
So yeah, it
consolidation
doesn't
is
even
much
matter.
larger. I think, like for instance, like plug-in companies for music production. There's going to be a consolidation
Hmm.
there. I mean, why have all these joints
Yeah,
out?
yeah,
Why have like a million like compression softwares out? That's like
yeah. That's
ridiculous.
ridiculous.
It's like
It's
compression
ridiculous.
does compression. There's nothing
Yeah,
sexy
it's pretty
about
much silly.
compression. I
Hmm.
I think that okay. So in terms of hardware, we have Pioneer DJ and Denon. And
Hmm.
again, in music brand, we know we have Newmark, and Newmark basically made their like DJ controllers that were compatible with I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
Serato.
Serato, right?
But their Newmark is like mid range, like
Yeah,
lower to mid range
yeah.
prices. Then it's higher end.
So do you think that Newmark will start making gear for um, uh, engine DJ? Because again, what's
They
gonna
already started.
right? So again,
This has already started. Yeah.
if you know if and I this is a big if and it's not going to happen if
Mm-hmm.
Recordbox or Pioneer decided to keep Serato, it's just going to be for licensing. Hey, you make a hardware, do you want to license this? That's it, right? But I don't think
Yeah,
that's
but
going to happen.
how much money you're really making from licensing? That's
Nothing.
why they started charging the renting prices,
Right,
because
exactly.
you don't get that much money from licensing. Like
So
it's barely keeping the company afloat.
so do we basically have and again, there is a sleeper that I'm going to talk about, but right now the
Mm-hmm.
the the battle is between
Mm-hmm.
Pioneer DJ and Denon DJ. So
Yeah.
that seems like those are the only right now, and again, I'm going to talk about another company, but those are the two companies that are about to battle each other. I think
Mm-hmm.
one of the most when this happened, the first when I read it and I was looking at all the videos, the first
Mm-hmm.
thing I thought about was Reloop DJ.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why I thought about Reloop DJ is because I have a lot of Reloop DJ gear. They make
Mm-hmm.
excellent gear. They make hardware. They make
Yeah.
controllers. They make turntables. They make mixers. Reloop DJ, the quality of just products that they release is
Mm-hmm.
absolutely amazing, but they lack one thing: a DJ software. you know
Yeah.
and they were
Yeah.
making
Yeah.
they were making controllers that work with virtual DJ. They have a controller that works like out the box with virtual DJ. They have a controller now, the one
Mm-hmm.
they just like released, the Mixon 8 Pro, that works with
Mm-hmm.
algorithm, DJ Pro AI app, and also Serato. But again, this is a hardware company, but they don't have a DJ
Mm-hmm.
software. So question is, who can Reloop DJ acquire as in terms of a
Well,
DJ
we talked about
software?
this before.
Yeah.
You're saying they're gonna acquire Native Instruments. That's a possibility.
I don't think they're gonna
That's
be.
a very
I
big
don't.
possibility.
I think that I don't. You know what? I think Reloop DJ, very
Mm-hmm.
fascinating company. I don't even think they want to deal with Native Instruments. Native Instruments just had a consolidation, so a hedge fund just came
Yeah.
in and said, "This is the new company. It's like Native Instruments, it's Tractor, it's Isotope, it's like Boutique, whatever it is, right?"
Yeah, they're a music production company. They
Right.
and they slash maybe DJ when they feel like it. Like
Right,
that's what
right,
they're at
right.
right now.
So if we
Yeah.
if we remove Native Instruments Tractor, because personally I think at some point I think the company will just sell Tractor to someone, you know.
Yeah, I think so too. I
So
think so.
so we have like virtual DJ, possibly Tractor, and algorithms DJ Pro AI app. Who can Reloop DJ
Mhm.
acquire in terms of a software? Because they have everything else. They have the hardware. Who do you think they may acquire
Mhm.
as a software?
Do you think they need to acquire somebody?
Yes, I mean,
Because
like, listen,
they're pretty strong right now.
right, but if you have a software and no hardware, you're screwed. If you have
Mhm.
hardware and no software, you're screwed. You don't want to keep like licensing this stuff out, licensing DJ software. You got to bring everything in house. That's how companies work. You got to bring it in
Yeah,
house.
but
It's got to be in
that's
house.
the uphill battle to get your foothold with your own software between the record box juggernaut with 80% of the market, and then you got Den and Prime with the other percentage, and
Mhm.
Tractor with the other percentage. That's a that's a strong order. They gotta latch themselves off with something. I think that if they're gonna latch it into anything, Engine Prime would make the most sense for them. Because
Okay.
if you make in music bigger, you would have a better shot because they have the money over there. You have a better shot going against
Mhm.
with Record Box and Pioneer. That's the only way, because no other company's strong enough to go deal with this. Because
See,
in music's got really got
they got
Newmark, they
everything.
got
They got
Dennett, they
everything,
got
man.
Rain,
Hmm.
they got a lot of stuff over there, and
Right.
so like these are big companies in their own right, and they have legacy stuff. They like being DJs, they've been created in like 20 years. They got stuff over there, Vastex, whatever. They have a bunch of stuff they could do something with. So I think that in music is the only shot to push back against Pioneer at this point. So if Reloop was smart, I think they would team up with them, but not necessarily join them.
Mm-hmm.
But I think they would like license out Engine Prime. I think that would be the smartest thing to do. Make an all-in-one thing. But this is my beef with Engine Prime. You cannot compete with all this stuff with only all-in-one software. That's not going to work. It's not going to work.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want an all-in-one controller. I want the DJ controller with my laptop. I spent all this money on my laptop to use my laptop. So I'm
That's
saying, like,
true.
I like the
Mm-hmm.
access of it. Like, I like being able to use it, but
Mm-hmm.
I still want to have my software on my music on my laptop. I
It,
prefer having it on my laptop, and
but
most people do.
Engine DJ, man, they are getting better with each version update. So
Oh yeah, the software is getting good. It's getting
they
really
know
good
what
right
they
now.
have to do. I think that in terms of Reloop DJ, I think
Mhm.
that Reloop DJ is a standalone company. They're fine as a standalone company. I think the
Yeah.
acquisition they need to make is, first of all, don't stop licensing, DJ software. Go out and buy
Mhm.
Algorithm, DJ Pro AI
Mhm.
app, because they're starting to make controllers that work with that right out the box.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
like dope controllers too. When the Technique 1200 went away,
Yeah,
guess
the
what
Reloop
DJs are
was it
buying?
800?
The 8000 and the
Yes,
7000.
8,000. Yeah, 8,000.
The
Yeah.
8000 had the RGB control pads on it. The
Yeah,
7000 was a straight
there's MIDI on
turntable.
there,
They came
which
out with
was
the
genius on their
MK1.
part.
It was
They had
genius,
MIDI
right?
on the turntable.
Come on,
Nobody else had.
come on.
Yeah.
They make
Mhm.
rock solid hardware. I think that what they need
Mhm.
to do is they need to say, okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go out there and buy either Algorithm DJ Pro AI app. I don't know about Virtual DJ. I don't know. I don't know. I
I don't
think
know.
that
Yeah,
maybe
they're doing
Tractor.
their own thing in their own corner.
Yeah, because if you
Yeah.
really think about Native Instruments, they're totally going all in terms of music production. So I think that it would be smart
Mhm.
for them to just sell Tractor as a standalone to another company, right?
Mhm.
I'm not saying that Reloop DJ is trying to compete with Pioneer and also,
Mhm.
Denon. What I'm saying is Reloop DJ is strong enough to be on its own because it's on its own now. It has turntables, it
Mhm.
has mixers, it has controllers, it has
Yeah.
headphones, it has cartridges, it's a DJ company. You know what I'm saying? We
Yeah, it's pretty
need a
big too.
software.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think like I said, I think Apple should buy Algorithm because it's native to Apple. But I also think that if Reloop wanted to like say, hey, you know what? Let's like complete the circle. Let's go out and get a DJ
Mhm.
software. It's either going to be Tractor, because Tractor kind of work, it's cross-platform, PC and Apple. Algorithm
Mhm.
isn't. You would have to do some really
I
hardcore
keep
coding.
saying
Yeah,
they gotta make a PC version.
I don't
It's
think
not that
that'll
hard
ever
to do.
happen. Mhm.
It's not that hard to do. You got Rosetta Stone, like, it works fine. You can
Right?
do it.
You
They
said
need to make it.
get the Rosetta in that joint. You
They
know what I'm
gotta do
saying?
it, man. They have to. They
When do
have to.
when do you think that Serato will be no more? Like you don't even see it on the market anymore. When do you think?
I said in 2 years, we're gonna see a shift, and a lot of people are like, "Ah, 2 years, I don't know, I don't know." I'm like, "Ah, I think 2 years.
Hmm.
That's a right amount of time to shift over because I think that they're gonna take everything out of that company. And they're gonna take all the smart engineers, they're
Right?
gonna move everybody over, they're
Hmm.
gonna take all the smart components out of the software and make Rekordbox better. And you
Yep.
think about it, right? If you're a Serato DJ user right now, and Rekordbox with its organization for the library got connected to Serato's DVS stuff, and how smooth that is, which would you take? This is a no brainer. Like, come
Yeah.
on, like.
Hmm.
You telling me this gonna work with all my hardware still, and I got a better organization for the library too on top of that?
Yeah.
Yes, sign me
Hmm.
up. I don't know. I don't understand why Serato people are upset about this. This is great news for you.
Yeah. Serato was way ahead of his time when it came to like DVS connectivity.
Oh yeah,
So
absolutely.
they've perfected the DVS technology. So for
Mhm.
Rekordbox to say, or Alpha Theta, to say, hey, you know what? That's the only thing we're lacking is this like DVS connectivity, right? This solid
Mhm.
connectivity of DVS. For them to go in and say, oh, okay, this is the code we need to, pull out of Serato to include with
Mhm.
ours to make our DVS better, and then just totally can Serato. I think it's 2 years as well. I think it's 2 years.
It's not
I
gonna
think
take that long to do, man.
it's not.
They're gonna
It's
take
not.
DVS. They're gonna possibly take stems, and I think those are the two most important aspects of Serato at this point. Because every other DJ software handles everything else. Like it's all the same at this
I'm going to
point.
tell you
Hot
something about
cues, everything's
stems.
the same.
I'm going to give you my opinion on stems.
Mm.
When Tractor came out with stems, it was dumb.
Yeah.
Straight up dumb, right?
Yeah.
And now, stems built into a software.
Mm.
I don't, stems is corny. Stems is boring, dude, because you said, you told me not too long ago that when you
Mhm.
need to do something, you use a totally separate software that does stems, right?
Yeah. I rip the stems off on my computer and I do it myself in advance.
Right.
Like if I want to do loops or whatever, I could do that. But if I want to if I want to create something different, I would just do it in advance. Like if I want to make like a exit or whatever, a loop, make the bar 4 bars longer, or
Excuse
take
me.
out curse words, do all that stuff. I do it myself
Right.
just in advance. I know it's fun to do it in a set, but like I'm not gonna do that during a wedding. Like I got I got things to risk. I'm gonna embarrass myself like live or whatever. Like
Yeah.
I'm just not gonna do that.
Mhm.
I'll set that up way in advance and make sure everything's bright and on cue and perfect, and then I play that. Like I
Yeah.
do remixes all the time, but I put my own beats on songs, take their beats out, whatever. I do it all the time, but I just do it in advance. I don't do it live during a set.
Yeah.
I
I,
know that's the fun part of it, but like, I got better things to do, man.
yeah. I don't have a lot of faith in stems. I just think stems is just like, I
It's a
mean,
gimmick.
yeah, I
It's
mean,
not gonna last
you're
long.
a DJ producer, I'm a DJ producer. We know what we can
Mhm.
do in terms of pulling stems in our recording studios, right? We
Yeah,
know what we can
it
do.
sounds better. It sounds
Yeah,
way better when I do it.
exactly. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like the neural mix, right? It's really cool that
Mhm.
you can take out like the bass or just like something else, vocals. But when you do that, all the other
Mhm.
like elements in the song becomes muffled, right? So sonically it doesn't
Yeah,
sound great.
it's not as clean as it could be if it was properly analyzed on your
Right.
computer. Like you
Yeah.
can only do so much in a DJ software.
Mhm.
No, but see, I say like it's fun. Like it is fun,
Yeah.
but it's people at the end of the day, DJing is still blending two songs together.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, right?
Mhm.
And so, if you're a mobile DJ like me, people don't want to hear your remixes of something that you blend together unless it's like some spectacular mix.
Yeah.
And generally they're like most people are drinking, they're like, "Oh, that's nice." And they go back to drinking. They
Right.
like only DJs appreciate this stuff. People want to hear their version of the song they like. That's it. That's what
Mhm.
most people want. So it depends on what type of DJ you are and how you're using the software. That's super important. But like a lot of this stuff is really designed for people who aren't professionals and they just DJ in their house, and their friends come over like, "Hey, look at this cool mix I made." That's what it's really for. Because at the end, most DJs, I'm talking the people doing festivals, people DJing weddings, those guys DJ just two songs together like everybody else.
Right.
They're not
You
doing
know,
anything special.
and they put everything together in their studio. It's like DJ, what's his name, Richie Hawtin. What he does is, I mean, he has stems that he created in his studio,
Yeah.
right?
Like that's the stuff I would do that. Like
Yeah,
I use Tractor. I create stems that's designed way in advance, and I do stuff with them. But like most DJs are just blending two songs together, and this is the problem. Like a lot of the features that they're trying to sell to DJs right now, they're all gimmicks, and you
totally.
can't live off of gimmicks right now. You need this something's rock solid, sounds good. The hardware is good. Like I think we were talking about this. What was it last week? We're saying that um, all of the DJ hardware today, we thought they're going to do like screens and all this other stuff. They're just using basic turntables. So all the DJ hardware,
Yeah,
it's got a rotating the jog wheel.
that's
That's it.
it.
That's the big thing for now, right now.
Yeah,
For
that's it.
today, the
Right.
biggest feature out of all the DJ hardware right now is a spinning jog wheel. That's it.
I mean,
Nothing else.
in maybe effects, but we already had effects. You know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah,
nothing.
but I'm saying like this
Mhm.
software and hardware fix. That's not the major thing that everybody's selling right now is a controller with the spinning jog wheel. That's it.
Yeah.
That is it.
You
And
know,
we're going Google Gaga over and buying them like candy.
and you probably remember this, but like when the three majors really had like serious control over the
Mhm,
industry, managers and
mhm,
A&R directors, A&R people, they
mhm.
would like give stems to, I guess, a manager of an artist, and then that manager would give those stems to different like DJ producers to remix. And
Yeah,
then the labels would say, okay, I like that remix, and then you would get paid. I remember I got the stems from
yeah,
John Legend, I got the stems from Lauryn Hill, and if you really think
yep,
about like the old school
yeah.
song she did, like "Killing Me Softly," yo,
Mhm,
they gave those stems, just her vocals, to the house
yeah.
music community, and then they created the house version of "Killing Me Softly," which went bonkers on the
Mhm.
charts, right?
That was
So
fire. That was a fire song.
that was a fire song,
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I'm saying? So the industry still, I mean, the basics, the concepts are still the same. You know, it's like, give
Mhm,
me the clean stem and let me freak
mhm.
it out, you know? Don't say, hey, use like machine learning or something else to pull this out and then it's all muddy and everything. Muddy can be good,
Yeah.
obviously, when you're creating something, but
If you're
it's
just having
different.
fun with it, sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. But like I prefer to again, we both produce songs and stuff
yeah,
like that.
mhm,
I prefer getting the stems from the record label and
yeah,
call it a day. It's just
exactly.
better.
You
It's
know,
not even close.
then in DJ, right? They
Mhm.
make excellent products. It's got to be a full circle. It's got to be like a full encompassing company
I
when it
think
comes
with
to DJ, you
looking at the
know?
controllers, I think we're going back full circle to the the OG stuff.
What, the
There's gonna be
turntables?
a dumbed down controller with just barely anything, maybe some filters, and
Hmm.
that's it.
Yeah.
And then that's what we're getting. See, I'm telling you, we're gonna go back. Like people are going back to flip phones and Nokia phones or whatever. We're going back to the essence of it, and I'm gonna use these turntables again very soon. Like
Yeah.
this was coming. I feel it.
Yeah.
I feel it.
I think that's coming too because I was talking to someone and we were talking about this reloop controller, and I was just
Hmm.
like, and I said I don't have it yet, but it just really
Hmm.
looks like an honest DJ controller. What I mean by that is everything that you get in a DJ controller, it's there, no
Hmm.
layers, everything is right in front of you.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm talking about. It's like, and like you said, all we're doing is mixing, and we may do some like we may freak like effects and
Yeah.
things like that.
I flip songs every once in a while when I'm doing a
Yeah.
set, but like
Hmm.
most of the time it's just DJing two songs together.
Yeah.
If we're being real honest, like
Yeah. I think the and also, with the DJ controllers, like a lot of times I'll play four tracks, so I have like a beat
Mhm,
underneath and then something else playing underneath, and then I have like two other decks which I'm actually doing a mixing on. But the other two decks
mhm.
are just playing the same thing for like the
Yeah, it's like a
entire
loop or
set.
whatever.
Right,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
Because I just want some more umph in what I'm doing, right? So yeah.
Mhm,
So okay, what do you think? Last question here. So, where are we going now?
mhm.
Okay, so will Tractor be around in 2 years? You think so? Is it going to be with another
I
company?
don't
Will, will
know.
it would it be
I
with
think
Native Instruments or what?
well, the question is because Tractor, they've been sending out surveys to the community, and they're a lot more involved with the community now. I've been screaming at this for a long time, so like they seem to be more involved in the community and figuring out what they want, and they have an actual roadmap for what they're trying to do.
Mhm.
I do think that Tractor's probably going to be around. Whether or not they sold to a different company, it depends on sales and stuff like that. Because Tractor's sales did tick up recently. They're not in the bottom anymore. It's just doing decent.
Mhm.
But I think that it's because of their connection to all the other music stuff. So I think Tractor's probably going to be here. But if anything, they're sold to a different company.
Yeah.
And I think that company is either gonna make or break it if they sell it to another company where they're gonna be like, this thing got to make money or we're end it all. So I think that's most likely what's gonna happen if they do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the other companies too, it's the same factor. Like we're at this point now, like we're past the venture capitalist days where they just throw money at stuff they like because they heard about it like a long time ago when they're kids.
Hmm.
There we're gone. That's gone.
That's gone.
Like things got to make money today now.
Right.
So
Especially in
we're
these
we're gonna
boutique industries, you know?
exactly.
Hmm.
So I think that there's gonna be some consolidation and some stuff's gonna close down in the near future for sure.
Yeah.
What I don't know. I can't say exactly what's gonna close down, but I do think they're gonna start consolidating and shutting stuff down and getting real lean and mean with what companies are running and which companies are making money. Because only I think there's only a few companies making money right now,
Hmm.
and Pioneer's one of them.
Yep.
So,
I I think
like,
that
how this works is who knows?
I think that there will continue to be consolidation in the DJ industry. I also
Mhm.
think that the DJ industry will go in a way of proprietary, right?
Mm.
I think that's what's going to happen. I think that
Yeah,
your DJ software, Record Box, at some point will only work with Pioneer DJ equipment,
absolutely.
hardware.
That's coming. That is coming.
I think Engine DJ, that will only work with Denon DJ products. I think the big
Mhm.
question is what's going to happen to this like really, scrappy company called Reloop DJ, which makes awesome hardware, fabulous
Mhm.
hardware, as a matter of fact, built like a tank, but no software. What's going to happen to them? I'm really interested. That's for me. When I heard this, the first thing that came to mind was Reloop DJ because they have hardware and they create dope, hardcore, serious
Mhm.
hardware. They need a DJ software. So I think that it's either going to be Tractor. I don't know if I would mess around with Virtual DJ. I would probably look at Algorithm's DJ Pro AI app because it is sexy, it
Mhm.
is smart, it's intelligent, it gets better every year. It's $49 a year if you wanted to like just buy it like that, or I don't know, like $4.99 or $9.99 a month or whatever. Forty
Yeah,
nine
yeah.
dollars. It's $50 a year, So
He can't go wrong with that.
you can't go wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? And it just works really cool. So I think for me, I think that's the interesting thing with this entire acquisition. What's going to happen to Reloop DJ? Because they got the hardware, dude. I mean, you look at turntables today, people buying turntables. What are they buying? They're buying Reloop turntables,
Mhm.
So
Yeah, I've seen a couple out in the wild. Yeah,
yeah,
it's true.
yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, it's
Yeah, yeah.
the 7,000 MK2 is like the 1,200, and it's like $600,
Mhm.
$500. You
Yeah, I
know what
know
I'm
it's
saying?
cheaper. It's
And
cheaper.
it's a solidly built turntable. So I think that's the
Mhm.
really interesting thing for me is like, what's going to happen to what's Reloop DJ going to do? I think that. And Virtual DJ, it's unfortunate, the fans out there with Virtual DJ, as you and I are like tech people. I
Mhm.
love the sort of thinking about virtual DJ. I just think that for DJ software, it's just too much. It's too much. It's too much. It's like they need a button like, do you want like serious mode or simple mode? That's what they need on virtual
That's
DJ.
actually a good point. Like
Yeah.
they need a dumbed down version that's
Yep.
just efficient and looks good,
Yeah.
but it's virtual DJ engine underneath.
Yeah.
I
Hmm.
because the thing is though, like the technology wise and the creation of the software is strong over there. Like it's really good, but somebody needs to go around slapping engineers and be like, "Yo, you're doing too much right now. Like,
Yeah.
chill."
That's
Like,
exactly
that's
what's
what you
happening. They're
need.
doing too much. That's exactly what's happening, man. So I don't know, but like I said, it's unfortunate, but you were talking
Mhm.
about this for years. I think you basically said as soon as Serato goes subscription, it's over.
Yeah, they're pushing it. They're pushing
It's
it hard right now.
it's over. But now, it's like, hey, you know what? We're not going to let you do that. We're going to gobble you up and we're gonna have a record
Mhm.
box subscription. You think Den and DJ will do subscription? I think they probably will. That's where
I
it's
think
going.
everybody's gonna end up there because they're not making the money from, like, selling up the services
Yeah,
or the software services. They're not making the money from that.
right,
And
exactly.
in it was different back in the day when these are plucky companies and they had, like, two people working in the background working on stuff.
Hmm.
But now, like, you're part of a corporation, you gotta actually deliver some money.
Yeah. Hmm.
So I think we're gonna go to this pay service for everything, which I hate. I absolutely hate it.
Yeah.
I would like to buy my hard software one time and never pay for it again. Or if I got to pay for an upgrade, I'm fine with that. Every 3 years there's an upgrade because it cost me $70. Then fine, I'm okay with that. Paying $19 a month is BS on a DJ front, and I
Oh
don't
my
like it.
good, that is too much, dude. Come on. I mean, I just
Any
gotta.
anything amount is too much for
For,
my opinion.
right, I was like reading. I just got an email where they were saying like with Persona Studio One, with Persona's Sphere, the name
Hmm.
they now have a new name change. It's called Studio Plus,
Hmm.
and the price is $14.95 a month.
I'm not down with this. And it's the thing. It's not that I can't afford it. I'm a professional DJ. I work there almost every day. I make money
Mhm.
from DJing, right? And it's like it's a thing. It's a cost for DJing. I pay for enough stuff with Netflix and everything else. I don't need to pay for this. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I'm just not going
Hmm.
to do it.
Yeah.
I will switch over. Like Tractor has a plus version, Tractor Plus, whatever, and in the plus version, they're gonna do beta stuff that's not quite out yet, and they're doing effects like special effects or whatever that you can put in your thing, and a couple other things. And they said we're not gonna change the regular price of whatever you cost to buy Tractor.
Hmm.
Things like $80, whatever it was, the initial price, and you can pay for this extra thing. I'm okay with that. That model that works for me.
Yeah.
You get your basic DJ hardware, software stuff, and then if you want to, you can pay $9 a month for this extra thing. I'm cool with that. But to make me pay $19 a month or whatever it is going to
Yeah.
cost
No.
for
Mm-mm.
DJ software, I'm
Hmm.
out. I don't care. It's just
Yeah.
not going to happen. I don't care. At this point, it's the principle of it rather than the cost.
That's
Because I can afford
exactly
it.
true.
It's
Yeah.
just the principle of it.
Hmm. It's
I
we
paid for
pay.
this already. Will you make me
Mhm.
pay again? No.
Yeah, man, I have so many subscriptions I pay for, just I mean,
Yeah.
all I'm not even talking about all of the subscriptions I pay for as a business owner, just like paying
Mhm.
for Ecamm Live, paying for, Lotta Files, paying for, Elementor Pro,
Mhm.
my server, hosting, all
Mhm.
of that other stuff, um, and
It adds up. It
and yeah,
adds
it
up a
adds
lot.
up, man. So it's just like
And
I don't know what's
I
going on here.
feel I feel like DJing is gonna become nickel and diming, and I don't like that.
Yeah.
I'll spin records if I have to, man. Like, I don't care.
I think you know what? Before I really got into the whole DJ software thing, right? I used to
Mhm.
just go and listen to tracks like on my favorite DJ music softwares, DJ download
Mhm.
sites, see what I like, see if it's on Apple
Mhm.
Music, purchase it on Apple Music for like $1, 29, and then just put it on a thumb drive and play it. So I think we may go
Yeah.
there too, because now these like CDJs and everything else, there are like effects right on the devices. So why do we even need software?
Yeah, yeah. Like, the all-in-one model, it kinda makes sense where you don't even need a laptop anymore, and you don't have
Yes.
to pay for the DJ software.
Hmm.
Like, it makes sense. Like, I see where Denon's they're crazy is going. I get it.
Yeah.
I
Hmm.
see where they're going with this. So, like, I don't know. At this point, it feels like all of these companies are gonna try and charge you monthly, and I think that's a terrible idea. I'm just like, we're paying for DJ pools, we're paying for a bunch of other things. Like, if you want to charge me up front and say this DJ software can now cost $300, I'm like, all right,
I'm
cool, I'll pay
fine with
that.
that.
I'm
like
absolutely fine with that.
free
If
updates
that's the cost,
forever,
it's the cost.
exactly. It's like
Yes,
with Logic
do
Pro,
that.
it's like you pay for Logic Pro $200. That's it. Free software updates
That's
the whole
it.
nine.
This is what I'm saying. Like, if that's if you're gonna do that, if front load all their costs on me like that, I'm cool with
Mhm.
that. The principle of nickel and diming me So I end up, because I'm gonna be DJ for a while. So I'm telling you, I'm gonna end up paying you guys $1,000 for a $90 software. Like, no, it's not
Yeah.
gonna happen.
Right.
I don't like the nickel and diming thing, and any from any company. I don't care what company it is,
Yeah.
and
It's
especially as a DJ. Like, I'm a loyal DJ. I've spent thousands of dollars on hardware from companies, Pioneer, Nave Instruments, you name it. I spent thousands of dollars already. To nickel and dime me on top of that is insulting.
yeah.
Like, it's insulting how much money I've spent on these companies. It's insulting.
But I will say this before we wrap it up. Um,
Hmm.
Rekordbox is the best DJ software out there. It just is.
I agree. I
You
agree.
know, it just
I
is. You
agree.
know, it's just like the integration with Tidal and all the other streaming services.
It's a juggernaut at this point,
It's a
and
juggernaut,
it's
you
no
know.
turning around.
And I gave Bport Link some beef because the integration wasn't
Hmm.
crazy tight with Rekordbox. But dude, man,
Hmm.
they upped that up, and that integration
It's
is
better now.
crazy
It's
tight
better.
now. You know, so
Yeah, yeah,
that's
it's
the
good.
best DJ software out there is Rekordbox. I don't know what's second. It's not
Mhm.
Engine DJ. I don't know if it's Tractor. I mean, Serato's going right now. I guess Serato's second, but once it leaves, I don't know what's going to be second. So we'll see.
Well, I think that Engine Prime could take second place if they made a laptop-based software, but they're not going to do that though.
Yeah,
I keep yelling at them like, do it. You should have done it already. You guys
yeah.
are wasting time. Because you
It-
think about it, right? If
mhm.
you had the laptop-based software, Newmark, Rain, all these other companies over there could just switch over from Serato and into Engine Prime.
That's
You're
true.
good to
That's
go.
true.
You don't have to do anything else. You're not losing anything. You gain market share
Mhm.
instantly. Like, this
I
is dumb that they don't do this at this
I don't
point.
think, you know what, believe it or not, I don't think they have a choice now. I think they have to make a desktop version, a laptop version. I don't think they have a choice. I mean, they
It
can't
should have
compete.
came out.
Yeah.
It should have came out 2 years ago. Like, you guys are wasting time.
Yeah.
Like, your software basically does everything except connect to a laptop and just run it from the software. It does everything else.
you know.
You organize. You got to do everything on the screen on your laptop. Everything's
Mhm.
there. Just put two songs go across the screen at one time. That's all you got to do.
That's it, man.
Everything else is there.
That is
It
it.
don't make any
Wow.
sense.
You think yeah, you know what? That's going to happen. I think that will happen because if you really want to compete with your competitor, if you trying to like, you know, just be on the same
Trying to
level
get
as
a
your
foothold.
competitor, you need a desktop software, dude. You do.
Think about it, right? You telling me that Engine Prime wouldn't have been larger software and get a bigger foothold if they didn't have this already?
Yeah.
Like,
That's true.
this is a no-brainer. Like, I don't understand why
Mhm.
they're not doing it. It's a no-brainer on everybody's part. It
Yeah.
just makes it. You have a company that's got what, 4 other DJ brands there
Mhm.
that do not have all in one the controller.
Mhm.
They're dependent on a software. So your company's licensing out to another company that just went under. This doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Like, it's
They
you're
I
leaving
think
money on the table.
I think the writing is on the wall. I think that is coming. And you know what?
It better be.
I wouldn't be surprised if that software came out within the next year. From this date, like, you know, 12 months. I think
Mhm.
that desktop version will come out within the next year.
Ancient Prime is pretty good. I can't deny it. It is pretty good.
Yeah.
And like the sorting, the library stuff is pretty good. Integration with all these
Mhm.
other services is pretty good. Like, the key elements are there.
Yeah.
Just build a laptop version. That's all you got to do.
Yeah. Well, you know
And
what?
the thing, you know what's crazy about it too? It
What?
can already play 2 songs because you can test mixes on Engine Prime right now with the 2 songs on the screen.
You
You can
mean
do
when
that
you
right now.
right, you mean when you're like just doing your track selecting on the software and the, you know,
Yes, on the
it's you
software to set
yeah,
it up for the SC6000, whatever. You
on
can
the
do it on Engine Prime right now
on a laptop, but you can't
on a
use it.
laptop.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy, man. That's
Right? Like, it
like
don't make any
that's
sense.
crazy. Come
It
on.
literally makes no sense. You know what that is? I built a Ferrari. I got everything there. I got the rims, got the hubcaps, everything
Mhm.
there, the seats, everything, radio. I don't have an engine in there. What are you doing?
Or you
That's not a
actually have the
Ferrari.
engine, but no steering wheel. You can't
Yes,
even, you know what I'm
yes,
saying?
exactly.
It's
Like,
just like,
you got
wow,
everything
this
but
is
steering
great.
wheel.
You know?
This
That's
don't make
crazy,
no
man.
sense. It makes no sense when you think about it. It makes no sense.
No sense,
I don't know
man.
what they're doing over there.
Well, DJ Keo, man, I really appreciate you hopping on, man, talking about this dude. It's sad that Serato is going, but you know what?
Mhm.
Record Box is better. So people get used to it.
I've been saying Record Box has been better for years.
It's better, man.
People got mad at me, but I'm like, it looks better, it runs better. What do you want me to say?
Yeah, exactly, man. You can
It
check
is
out
what it
DJ
is.
Keo over on YouTube at DJ Keo. Where else can they check you out, DJ Keo?
That's about it. Like
You know,
YouTube. I got some videos coming out. I just made a video about my MacBook Pro. That's I switched over from Windows to Apple, and I just made a video about my experiences switching over.
mhm.
And it's just fun time over there. I said I was talking to Mojax, and I was like, my my area of the DJ and YouTube for DJs is you were like focused and you do regular stuff, and you're professional. I'm tinfoil hat and fun over here.
Yeah,
Like I make crazy observations and stuff. We're having fun over here on this side of the internet. So
yeah, yeah,
yeah, you
yeah.
can see me over there, man.
Yeah, the DJ industry shouldn't be so serious anyway. I mean, like,
It's super serious. Yeah.
creativity should be fun. You know what I'm saying? Just,
Yes,
it shouldn't be
absolutely.
serious. It should be fun.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
there you have it. Thanks for checking me out. And until next time, peace.